Halls of Valhalla. Watched by Odin. Subscribed to by Thor. My name is Jeff Cran, and this is Valhalla Sports Talk. All right, Valhalla Sports Talk is live for today's running of the NASCAR race in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Pennzoil 400 being brought to you today on our live stream coverage. Hope we get some folks to visit us in the chat today. Other than that, we'll just go through, watch the race, and hopefully have a good one here. I'm going to try to get the live leaderboard set up here for you folks so you can see that on your screen. Beautiful day in Vegas today for a race. We might actually not get any rain issues, so looking forward to having a race where we don't have issues with the rain. Like we might have this thing already set up. Hopefully that's the correct leaderboard that we're looking for there. Not thinking I've got there we go. We should be good to go there. Having some technical difficulties coming in today. I'm not sure what's going on. Might have some issues with the broadcasting system, and I'm trying to work through those. Hopefully we get it handled. Milton already in the channel saying they're making a left turn. Yeah, we hope so. They say if you don't have trolls, you're not doing it right in this whole thing. A little bit more than making a left turn. Just a little bit more. I'm going to have to get you to watch it, Milton, when they actually make right turns, because they do that a couple times a year. Race about to start here. They've already done the national anthem and those things, so should be getting going here real quick. How you doing today, Milton? You still there? This has been a rough morning trying to get this thing going. I mean, I was up plenty of time. I had like 3 hours before we had to get going, and then when it was time to go live, everything wasn't working properly. Nothing worked properly. So this is how it goes. Yesterday's live stream of the XFL game went really well. We didn't have any issues at all. So everybody getting seated, getting in their cars and seat belted in, ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, about to give the command to start the engines. Everybody buckled in. They got the 1980 U.S. men's hockey team giving the order to start the engines. I still remember that tournament where they won the gold medal there in the Olympics a long time ago. Looks like we've currently got about 8 people in the stream visiting us today. We thank you for coming in, checking us out. Again, Valhalla Sports Talk's a new YouTube channel, so we're kind of working out the kinks, learning this whole thing, and excited to live stream sporting events. So if you find yourself in the channel, please say hello. Hit that subscribe button if you are so inclined, and we'd appreciate it. Let's go, let's go. They're currently talking about Ryan Newman and how he made it, through that accident last week. A lot of us were really worried about him because that looked very, very bad. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. They tweeted out a picture of him walking out of the hospital, which is unbelievable in my opinion. Absolutely unbelievable. It looks absolutely beautiful in Vegas today. Having issues with my earpiece here, like everything else. Like this will probably be the last commercial break before they fire these puppies up and get them going. Second race of the NASCAR season here. Should get in a routine here shortly. Wearing that throwback Kevin Harvick Budweiser hat. I really need to get some new swag. Some new swag is much needed. Check the Vegas odds on who's going to win this race today. I saw earlier that I think Harvick was the favorite at like 5-1. So all right, so 2020 Pennzoil 400 odds. We got Harvick at 4-1, Busch and Truex at 5-1, Keselowski at 6-1, and Logano at 13-2. So They're probably the odds-on favorite to bring home the checkered flag today. Looking like the stream is healthy for the race. I was watching a lot of stuff last night, and a lot of people were having issues with their operating the OBS system. So hopefully we make it through the race without any issues. Find yourself in the channel, please. Again, say hello. That's what makes this thing fun, is if we get to interact with some folks while the race is going on. So this is NASCAR's, like I said, their second race of the season, but it's their first at the 1.5 mile type track, and that's the bread and butter of NASCAR. So if your driver performs well at one of these tracks, he's probably going to have a good season. So this is the first test for that whole deal, to see how folks are doing. A lot of the Toyotas were sent to the rear of the field after some issues with the inspection yesterday. So it had a big effect on how they were lined up initially. So currently going through the starting grid. Bring up the scoring here. Alrighty, they're currently on the warm-up lap and going through the starting lineup. Looks absolutely beautiful in Vegas today. I've only been to a NASCAR race in Phoenix, and I've always wanted to go take in the Vegas race. So maybe later this year. Next year we'll do. Hamlin, one of the drivers that will be going to the back of the field, and he's dropping back now. Because of the Toyotas that are dropping to the back of the field, Harvick's going to move up to the inside of the front row, which is a great spot to be at Vegas. Hopefully we get to lead some laps early. So we didn't get to do the Daytona race last week after the rain out, and then the delay to Monday. So this is our first try at a NASCAR deal, and we're really looking forward to it. It rained a lot yesterday, so qualifying was rained out. They were lined up according to last year's owner points, I believe it was. So this is gonna be a green racetrack, and they might have some issues early on trying to get grip in those tires. Pace car currently bringing him around. It looks like turn 4. 2020 Toyota Camry TRD leads him around turn number 4. And if he makes that turn onto pit road, which he does, it looks like we're about to go racing. All righty, here they go. The green flag is out, and they are on the move. Truex takes the early lead on the outside. Harvick inside of him, keeping about even, probably about a half car length behind. Now Harvick's getting the giddy up going, and he gets out further and takes the lead, and then moves to the outside, leading the field. They're about 3 wide behind the leader there. Suarez is on the front straightaway and is stalled out for some reason. It looks like it might bring out a caution. Here they come past Suarez, so they're going to have to show the caution here in a second here. Suarez tried to get the motor going, and it just stalled out on him. His Toyota Camry, it's no bueno today. Yeah, so when Suarez, as soon as the green flag waved, Suarez tried to put it in gear, and black smoke started coming out of the tailpipes there. That usually means his engine is adios. We are under caution. So 2 laps in of 267. Top 5 is Harvick, Larson, Logano, Truex, and Blaney. And they go to commercial. That was really weird how he just died out right there. A lot of sports going on right now. You got Lakers versus Celtics. You got some XFL games rolling. This NASCAR race. Busy day. Like most Sundays, I guess. Currently in a commercial break. If you find yourself in the channel, please say hello. Let us know how you're doing today. Alrighty, and they're back from commercial, still rolling under caution. Alrighty, lap 4 of 267. Harvick continues to lead under caution. Pace car pacing the field. Trying to get a bead on the turn numbers out there. There's not any real clear marking that I've been able to see. Three Fords pacing the field in Harvick, Logano, and Blaney. Larson's the first Chevy in fourth, and the Truex Toyota is in fifth. And here we come. Harvick bringing him towards the start-finish line. Green flag. Green flag is out. All righty. It looks like Logano's getting a push from Larson on the inside there, and he looks like he's going to take the lead. Whoa, a little bit of pushing there. Truex decided he wanted to get past Larson and got him loose. Almost turned him. Logano takes the lead. Truex in second now. Harvick's kind of stuck on the outside there. He wants to get down. Pretty obvious he wants to get down to the lower side of the track there. Vegas is a good place on restarts to gain a bunch of spots right after the restart. Byron giving Brad Keselowski the chrome bumper there to get him going. Yeah, when Truex got into Larson there, he got him really loose, and Larson almost turned that deal around. So it's Logano, Harvick in the lead. Harvick's about a tenth of a second behind him there, still driving on the outside. Second place battle between Truex and Harvick. Truex on the inside, Harvick on the outside. And Harvick gets around him and takes over second place. Sets his sights on that 22 of Joey Logano. Logano pacing the field, but Harvick is back there and letting him know he is ready. He's ready for that spot. Still maintains about a tenth, almost 2/10 over Harvick. Top five currently consists of Logano, Harvick, Truex, and Blaney, and Larson. They're currently showing the in-car camera of Jimmy Johnson, and man, this track is not smooth. There are bumps all over the track and all the way around. William Byron looking at Larson on the inside there, trying to take over fifth place. And Byron gets on the inside and gets it motoring, but he just can't clear him in time before they get into the next turn. Stage one today will consist of 80 laps, so we're 1/8 there. Lap 10 of 80. Track description. The length of the track is 1.5 miles. The banking is 20 degrees in the turns, 9 degrees on the front and back stretch. First Cup race was held there in March of 1998. This Byron Larson battle is still going on here. Byron trying to get to his inside, trying to make the pass. It looks like he might do it this time. Gets past him and then lets it ride up to the wall. Takes over fifth place. Logano pulling away now. He's about 2/10 ahead of Harvick. And they've kind of paced themselves a little bit, a couple tenths from the rest of the field. Kyle Busch, since the start of the race, has moved up 8 spots. Oh, Harvick went to move around Logano and a little bit of contact there. Harvick goes down to the inside on the apron, but manages to get to his inside. Now Truex trying to join this battle. Comes to the outside. Three cars fighting for first, but Harvick looks like he comes out with the lead. Let's see if he got any damage there when they bumped into each other. Alrighty, so Harvick leading, and now Truex is trying to take second place from Logano. And Logano's fighting hard on the inside, trying not to let that happen. But you got the top five pretty close to one another, within 2/10. Let's see if they touched here when Harvick went to the inside here. Yeah, he touched that rear left quarter panel just a little bit. It was good enough to get him the lead, though. So we like that. We like that. And they go to commercial break. See if we can get this moved up a little bit here. They're still currently on the green. 15 of 80 laps run so far. Harvick the leader, with Logano about a half a second behind. Truex and Byron still in that area as well. I'd like to welcome anyone that's in the channel watching our coverage today. If you find yourself in here, just hit that chat area down there. Say hello. Let us know how you're doing today. I'm not really digging the old earpiece today, but trying to keep the audio of the race out of the stream, though, because that gets us into trouble with the copyright folks. So don't want to do that. Commercials, commercials, commercials. All righty, and we are back from the commercial break. "19 laps currently complete here in Las Vegas. Harvick and Logano continue to lead the deal. Byron and Blaney are battling it out for 5th and 6th, with Blaney going to the inside and making the pass. Keselowski tries to follow him through. Whoa, they're showing that Larson had a hell of a skid through turn 3 during the commercial break there. He gathered it up and managed to keep her going straight. So Truex motoring along, and he manages to pass Elliott for 3rd. I have a feeling old Truex will be heard from before the end of this race. Boyer back there passes Larson for 10th and moves into the top 10. Larson didn't want to give it up, so he's still fighting him, but it looks like Boyer's going to take that spot. Yeah, Larson's just going backwards. Amarola now is picking him off, and Johnson is not far behind. He's about to do the same. Harvick lengthened that lead in first there. He's about 3/10 in front of Logano, and he's in traffic at this time, so he's starting to lap cars. All righty. Harvick continues to maintain that lead. He's about a half second up on Logano. Woo, and he went for a little ride. These cars are losing grip quick on their tires, and you're starting to see them go into two-wheel skids as they go into the turns. All righty, and now Truex is on the inside of Logano and just passed him for second place and sets his sights on the leader, Kevin Harvick. I don't think it'll be long before Truex gets up there in that Bass Pro Shops Toyota. Truex already at the rear bumper of Harvick. Caution's out. We got a caution out on the track. I don't know what we just did there. Might have dropped. Oh, we're still going here. I don't know what happened there. Shit. I don't know what's going on here. We lost everything, so let's try to fix it up. Looks like we're still active here. See if we can bring it back. Alrighty, so we got that all fixed back up. I thought for a second there that we dropped, so we dropped the stream, but apparently we're still up, so that's good. Everybody currently on pit road. Race off pit road. Harvick takes 4 tires and comes out first with Truex right behind him after 4 tires stop as well. Looks like almost everybody took 4 tires on that stop. All right, you're currently in a commercial break. All right, I'm going to step away for a minute, grab a beer. I'll be right back. All righty, I am back. We are still in a commercial break during this caution. Decided to have me a little brewski. All righty, so the drivers or the crews are calling to the drivers and telling them what their tire wear looks like now as they come off pit road. Every time they take the tires off, they go through, test them, make sure what kind of wear and tear is on the tire. But as they sit getting ready to go here, Harvick's currently in first, Truex second, Elliott third, Logano fourth, and Blaney fifth. Pace car leading him through turn 4. Harvick chooses the inside lane for the restart here on lap 30. Pace car peels off, heads down pit road. And we've got a green flag, green flag. Harvick leading him into turn 1. Truex on his outside, hanging tough. Like I said, they're trying to make hay on these restarts because this is the best time to make passes here in Vegas. You got Blaney goes to the inside, taking Boyer with him. Harvick leading with Truex on his rear quarter panel. Harvick just quite couldn't get past Truex there and continues on the inside trying to gain an advantage. Blaney making big speed on the inside apron in third place there. And there goes Truex on the outside, gains an advantage. And then you got Chase Elliott pushing Logano as well, and that outside line is starting to mow down and try to pass Harvick. Truex on the outside, currently leading, and then Harvick comes back on the inside. So he's not giving it up easy. Currently 179 miles an hour into turn 4, I believe. Good battle here. Good battle. Seems like one side of the track, Harvick will get the advantage. The other side, Truex will. And there goes Harvick. Gets clear of him, goes to the outside, and he's currently the leader again and driving away. So back there in third place is where the first battle is, and that's Chase Elliott versus Logano, with Blaney trying to join the crew. Ooh, they get close. They get close. Larson and Logano almost hit there. Still fighting for third. Them Stewart Haas Fords are doing really well. They're currently in first, eighth, and ninth. Penske's not doing bad either. They got third, fourth. Yeah, so them Fords are all over in the top 10 there. Really having issues here trying to operate everything on one computer. I had a laptop that wouldn't connect to the Wi-Fi for some reason. So I don't know. I can't look at more than one screen at once. And trying to work through it. All right, lap 38 of 80 in this first stage. Harvick continues to lead, has about a 4/10 second lead over Truex, with Logano in third, Elliott in fourth, and Blaney in fifth. One thing remains, beer is good. All right, Harvick continues to lead as they go to commercial. See what kind of lag we got going in the stream. 2007, so that's about 7-second delay on the stream. Not too shabby. Set it at that low latency so it doesn't take up too much bandwidth, I guess, and makes it go faster. So that's good. That's good. Six Fords in the top 10. Only one Toyota up there, and that's Martin Truex in second place. Most of them Toyotas still trying to work their way through the field after being sent to the back for problems during the inspection phase. Looks to me like the fastest lap time so far in this race has been Clint Boyer. He did a 175.816. So we might hear from him before this thing's all said and done. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Pringles Barbecue, for sending us Pringles today. They weren't really our sponsor, but someone bought me some, so I'll eat them. Commercial break continues. Field seems to be running about the same with Harvick in first. Completes lap 44 and the coverage returns to the TV. Yeah, you've got Team Penske there, just all three of their drivers just fighting for fourth, fifth, and sixth. And they can't seem to separate from one another. Harvick's lead over Truex is now at about 0.6 of a second. So because of the rain yesterday, the drivers right now, we're about 47 laps in. They're trying to kind of search around for grip on the track. The field's kind of settled down here. There's not really much side-by-side stuff going on. Probably the best battle continues to be those Penske teammates in fourth, fifth, and sixth. And they're all within, a couple, 0.3. So they're showing Hamlin now, the winner of the Daytona 500, and he's probably the worst of the ones that got sent to the back. They started 34th, and he's only moved up to 24th, which is kind of surprising. All right, Blaney so far has taken the lead as far as the battle for Penske. He's now up in fourth place after he passes Logano again. That's kind of interesting. They're saying that all of the Penske teams, that every one of them has new crew chiefs on all the teams. So I don't know if I've ever heard of a major organization doing that before, but maybe they're trying to make something happen. Okay, Harvick continues to increase that lead. He's almost 0.7 in front of Truex. Man, Vegas looks like a beautiful track. All right, so we're at 52 of 80 laps here in stage one. Harvick continues to lead with Truex, Elliott, Blaney, and Logano rounding out the top five. William Byron in the 24 Exalta Chevrolet has radioed in that he thinks he has a vibration and he might be coming to pit road. So they're trying to figure it out, trying to make the decision. Lots of discussion about tire wear, as I mentioned before, because of the rain yesterday and it being mostly green racetrack. Teams are kind of worried about going up too high because that's going to wear the tires out, and of course, bad tires equals bad speed. So nobody's really wanting to go up there and try that deal out just yet. All righty, they're going to commercial again, and you got a Ford, Toyota, and Chevy in the first three spots. Harvick, Truex, and Chase Elliott round out the top three. All right, the stream looks to be healthy, so. And a commercial break again here at Las Vegas. Don't have a lot you can talk about when they're in the commercials. All right, this thing is annoying the living shit out of me. Ain't nobody really watching the stream, so I might as well just turn up the volume, rock and roll. All right, they're back from their commercial break. All right, back from the commercial break. 60 laps complete. 21 to go in stage one here. Harvick still leads. Chase Elliott has moved into second place. Is about a second and 3/8, or 1.38 seconds behind Harvick. Chasing that Napa Chevrolet for Rick Hendrick Motorsports. Currently showing 4 people in the stream here. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Remind you to hit that subscribe button if you are so inclined. Helps out the channel. Helps me get going here. We're brand new to the YouTube game. This is our 5th live sporting event that we've done. First NASCAR race. So we're kind of trying to figure out what kind of things you report on, all that type stuff. But Elliott closing that gap currently on Harvick. It's less than a second at this point, so he's probably going to try to get up there and snag this stage win. You got 2 teammates in 8th and 9th battling for 8th and 9th, Byron and Bowman. Byron trying to take the inside, and Bowman on the outside. And one side of the track, one of them is faster, the other side, the other one's faster. So they're just kind of stuck. All right, Byron gets to the inside of him and finally completes the pass. And they're got Keselowski now. So now Byron takes the lead between the two of them, and he starts to set his sights on Keselowski. Lap car slows down Keselowski, so that allows Byron to get past him. $15 to go in stage one. Got a new person in the chat here. Ethan is thick. Says hello. How you doing, man? All right, Elliott is right up on Harvick's bumper now, looking to the inside on the apron. And Elliott, I think he's going to make this pass pretty easily. Goes to the inside, gets past him, and lets it roll up to the wall. So now the new leader, number 9 of Chase Elliott, and that number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. How you doing today, Ethan? Is that a Kyle Busch number 18 you've got on your profile picture there? Are you a Busch fan? 13 to go in stage one, lap 68 of 267. Top 5 currently Elliott in first, followed by Harvick, Truex Jr., Blaney, and Logano in 5th. And they're back in a commercial break again. Oops. Alrighty, I'll be right back. You just have to use the restroom. Alrighty, I am back. Chase Elliott currently the leader as they come back from commercial. Now Truex has moved into second, with Harvick dropping back pretty fast. He's 2 seconds back from the leader at this point. 9 to go in the first stage here. 73 laps of 267 complete on the day. Checking in on Jimmy Johnson, who started 16th and is moving up quick. He's entered the top 10 here, sitting in 9th. Man, Harvick looks to be dropping back pretty fast. Keselowski worst off. He's dropped down to 12th since the restart. He's complaining that the back end on the vehicle is loose because of how hard he drove earlier trying to pass his teammate. Ross Chastain, who's driving that number 6 car that he's sitting in for Ryan Newman this week. Obviously got injured last week in the Daytona 500. He's doing great, sitting in the top 10 in that number 6 car, which you rarely see that car up front nowadays. Alrighty, Elliott continues to lead with Truex behind him, about a second and a half behind. And then it's way back 4 seconds behind for Harvick at this point in third place. Top 10 rounds out at that point. Blaney in fourth, Logano in fifth, Byron in sixth, Larson in seventh, Bowman in eighth, Johnson in ninth, and Chastain in 10th. 5 laps to go in stage 1. Crew chief's trying to figure out what they're going to do when these folks come down pit road in just a few laps. A lot of cars look to be shaving off speed as the tires wear, which is pretty normal, obviously. Four to go in stage 1. Hamlin currently in 23rd after starting 34th when the Toyotas were sent to the back of the field. Not moving up as much as you'd think. Hamlin's reporting that he's really loose. Two to go to the end of stage 1 here. 2 laps to go to the end of stage 1. If you folks find yourself on the channel here, thank you. We appreciate your support. I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button and join us down in the chat. We'd like to hear your thoughts on today's race. Maybe find out who you're rooting for. 2 laps to go before the end of the stage. And it looks like he's going to bring it home there. Final lap of stage 1, and Elliott doesn't look like he's going to have any competition for this stage win. Truex is sitting back there about a second back, and then Harvick is almost 5 seconds back in third at this point. So here we go. Elliott coming around. Looks like he's about to take the flag for the stage win. And Chase Elliott is the winner of stage 1 in the NASCAR Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas. Truex in second, Harvick in third, Blaney in fourth, Logano in fifth, William Byron in the next spot. And you've got Larson in seventh, Bowman in eighth, Jimmy Johnson in ninth, and Ross Chastain finishes top 10 in stage 1. And they go to commercial. Currently 5 people in the stream. Welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us today. Encourage you to join the chat. Say hello. Got an XFL game going tonight. I might have to watch that. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Gary Grimmer. No, we can't set up so you can watch the race. We're not allowed to actually show the telecast on the channels here. It's just a play-by-play. I just keep you informed what's going on in the race, and I have a little place for folks to come in and chat about NASCAR and who their favorite driver is. But as far as like showing the race, that's not allowed by YouTube. It's a copyright violation, and so that's not what we're doing. But I do thank you for coming in and visiting the channel today, and ask you to hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Okay, all right. You have a good day, Gary. Thank you for coming in, visiting the stream. All right, they're back to the coverage, and cars are are behind the pace car. They're opening pit road at this point. Chase Elliott leads him down pit road. Truex right behind him. All right, Elliott enters his pit box and getting service of the vehicle. We're showing Harvick doing the same. He's into his pit box right now. He's pitting much further down pit road. Harvick complaining that the car is too tight, and Rodney Childers to try to do something to correct that issue. Martin Truex getting a chassis adjustment on the 19 Bass Pro Shops Toyota. And the race off pit road is Elliott, then Truex with Harvick, Logano, Blaney, Bowman, Johnson, Chastain, Byron, and Larson. All 10 of the top 10 cars took 4 tires on that stop. Can you see if you can get YouTube on that? Asking for some assistance from my executive assistants here. Nothing worked. The internet wouldn't come up on here. I'm trying to ride blind here. I can't look at, like the results or nothing. Currently in a commercial break between stages here. The cars have already pitted for their stage break, and we should get it going back here in just a moment. Earlier, it wasn't connecting at all. And it won't let me cast to it for some reason either. About to drop. It's about to crash. I had 3, I guess. I don't know where he's at. I think I'm crashing. I think I've already crashed, actually. Well, maybe it came back. Looks like it's trying to come back, but oh, man. Right, I'm just going to shut it down.